Hi everyone, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and today we're doing a personal reading for a client. As always, prior to the recording, I call onto the universe with my client personal information. For my clients remain private at all times. When it comes to predictions, certain predictions can and are allowed to change to an extent. Other predictions cannot and will not be changed because it is the path that you and the people in question have to take in this earthly world. Again, I am Margot, your tarot reader. If you are interested in consultation, reading, or ritual, please email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Let's see. So we already opened the energies prior to the recording, and so we have already started the energies. Of course, we ask the gods and the heavens to help us expand and growth within the physical and the spiritual sense. And at the same time, we're asking the gods to protect our energy for today's reading. I want to give you thanks, Lord Jesus Christ, for helping us today. Thank you to the gods and to the heavens for aligning us today, emotionally, spiritually, mental, physical, sexual, and financially. Thank you for coming through in the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Okay, so we ask permission to the gods so they can bring forth the person that we, or the soul that we are trying to align ourselves with today. And so we have more than one stepping in at this time. I'm very at edge right now. I feel uncomfortable. So I feel that we have more than one energy in the front of this reading. Let me see. Okay. So I've read your questions, so as usual, I try not to read the questions of the clients until prior to starting the reading because it opens energy. For me, I work different. When I read something or when I channel the energy of my client, automatically I start sensing everything that needs to be known. Okay, so therefore I try the best to hold off right before I open my energy, and so I will tell you that in a lot of these questions that you ask, we're still on the imbalance energy, so they're not fully activated. So the questions, if they are answered, then that's fine. If not, it would have to be at a later time. I will also say that between the female energy that you asked me, we do know that that energy is having a withdrawal at this time. So we've managed to withdraw the energy or the work that this person has been doing on that soul that you're asking about. And sometimes I do my best to work in the light of the white light, in the path that we need to work on, that we all should be in. But in some cases, I have to also work in a different manner, in a different light, to get the point across or to save the soul of a person's life here in the physical earth or in the spiritual form. So as any work that I do, prior to, I have to give myself to the higher being, and then from there we take on that project, work, ritual, however you want to call it. Okay, so including when we work with the white energy, it is draining. It is a lot of straining to do, because if someone has been doing evil work or voodoo or any kind of negative energy, it will drain us. It will drain us also because of the energy that they're using. So it just how do I explain this? And I feel that I shouldn't be explained because there's a lot of things that should not be explained anyways. Okay, my client knows. Those are, I guess, for whoever's watching is wanting to know a bit more, and so therefore I ran my mouth, didn't I? Now, in reference to that female you asked me, we have managed to withdraw the energy of what she was doing toward this soul. Now we have a combative energy within her energy. No, she has not done nothing to you, though she has tried to see updates of you like let's say media or some type of thing that you either posting or someone is posting that is related to you. Okay. But it's not about having to do anything to you, but just be nosy in a way. Okay. So because we're still working on certain rituals for you, again, we are not going to see the full effect until it's all complete. And this was 3 rituals in one that we've been working on. So it's going to take phases after phases. Um, as you know, my client, when we do rituals, it is not just in 1 day process, though it can be done. But I do not like to rush my rituals, good or bad. I do not. I like to marinate on them. I like to pamper the energies, and I like to pamper the work that I do. And then I can work on it in a different manner accordingly to each circumstance, right? So you know that. Okay. So also I feel like, okay, I will see the number 1, number 2 to no. Has he processed his decision yet? Well, when you're asking, has he processed a decision? Yes. We also see that he has been contemplating on this decision for quite some time. We definitely see that. And we also see that under contemplation was his family factor, his ancestry, and also looking ahead for the future, for who's being alone and who's being uh, taken out of his life. So his biggest concern is who is being taken out of his life and who's moving forward with him, or who is he going forward with. um, Afraid to be alone, afraid to be tormented is one of those things that he has. And you did ask, if I'm not mistaken, let me see. Yes, you did ask that as well in reference to his mental status. So we also have that he's constantly thinking of that. Would this follow me through? Will I have this? Will I have that? So we know that in conjunction, it is because it's in his family source, it's in his line. And so there's something within that we have to work with, and that is something different that we're going to just work on what's ahead for now. But for now, his main concern is, would my family come with me? Would my loved one come with me? Okay, with all these changes. And this is what I keep hearing. Okay, we have the spiritual energy where these 2 souls that we come forth now are discussing back and forth. Don't be a fool. Don't follow love. Don't follow this. Don't follow that. And then we have the energy of, you're my family, you're my blood, and I cannot and I will not leave you. And then we have, I love you, you are my son, and you. So they were in this life siblings, but they were before in the past as well, father and son, actually. Okay. It was a rotated. I don't. It is, does not. It's not giving it to me, but they were father and son in the past as well. Okay. So this bond is, it's a very very strong bond with them, and so it breaks their hearts to know that if anything, they will be broken instead of being together, and they're back and forth with each other, tormented of what can and cannot be with or without you. Okay. And then moving forward, starting new life, starting new path, starting new ancestry without you. Okay. And when I say without you, it is the other souls. We're talking about the 2 souls that are already passed. Okay. And we have that combative energy between them still. And then what's the future, with or without you. Okay. So they're still in that form. It is very clear that your loved one, the Gemini, is in such a detrimental hurt and pain because he loves this relative, this soul, and because he loves you. Okay. And because he has no choice but to detach if that were to be the case. So his pain and suffering is because he knows that if it comes to that, he will detach. Okay, absolutely. So we know that their energy has been shut down for some time now. Okay, it's one budge a little bit, one withdraw, one budge a little bit, the other one withdraw, because they're not, it's almost like the jury's out kind of thing. Okay, that's what we're seeing here. Yes. And so he knows, this soul knows that you're helping this other soul to come to their conclusion. But I feel that this soul is being a little greedy as he used to be in the physical life. Okay, unfortunately, there's a limit of time that they have to decide before we have to divide them. And if that's the case, then we know that it will be a break of that energy between them. And with that comes the break of their ancestry. Okay. Um, so as I've been working is to maintain their energy together in a peaceful manner, which is what we're trying to gain. Okay. And so if that is not gain, then we don't see healing between them. And I have to be straight because you already know how I work. So I am doing the best I can to heal both their energies at the same time in order to break that bond that they have that is negative, and that it brings the physical energy with them here to act and be negative in life. Okay, so we definitely have this devilish kind of energy between them. Okay, and there will be no healing if they continue in this way. Okay, so he would have to have no choice at the deadline, because I have a deadline to meet also when the portals are open, when I work. When that deadline comes, we already made it clear to your loved one, the soul, the Gemini, that we are going to split these two souls together. We're going to split them. One will be either left alone to their means, and we will continue to withdraw this Gemini to the energy where we want it to be with you. New start, new energy, new ancestry line. And he will go follow that dream, saddened that he leaves someone that he loves behind, broken. But he knows that he has to follow where his heart belongs, who he loves. Okay? And his fear that this energy will have no healing, and that this energy will be lost in time, in the physical time, in the spiritual time, as he is right now. Okay? Yes. There will be that detachment, a bond broken, that spiritual bond, ancestry bond broken between them, if he does not follow as what we are explaining. You understanding me? The decision is going to come eventually. Well, there will be no choice, either by me with the work, or by their choices, or both. Okay? That's what we're seeing. He has a lot of fear of what this growth is or will be. Okay? We know that he had a lot of this happening in his life, in the physical life, and I feel that this is what's draining his. Okay? So, okay, let me do this. Okay. Success, abundance. Okay. So, as you know, when I'm reading, I'm also channeling the factors in the reading. I'm channeling two dearly departed souls here in this reading, plus yours and plus whoever comes in. And at the same time, I'm double taking their energy, yours, in the physical sense in the reading. And also I'm asking questions as I go along. It's like having two brains function, two mouth function, two eyes functioning. So the third eye is literally in a high energy. Anyhow, that's only for me to know, not you. But what I'm trying to say here is, as I go along and I'm talking, I'm asking certain things and I'm listening to their energies. So here we have where his beloved one is, and here is where your beloved one is, and here is where we see the conclusion of certain things, as well as here and here and here. But here is what I like to be in the later terms. It gives me more of what I'm asking spiritually to them as what answer I'm getting. And then I know where your loved one is, okay, and where he's gonna be, where his loved one is, and where it will end up if they don't follow through. But I do like to say that this, for me, it is a very good sign that we are in the right steps. And no matter what happens, we do see a working community together. We do see a contract of love, unity, and abundance. So no matter what happens, we're going to pull through with the energy of your loved one, whether he comes along or not. I am not seeing that for now, of his loved one coming in and following our energy. But what I do see is the success of your loved one. So it's sad and good in a way what I see. But I also see that where is it that I need to work on, okay? And what is detaining this for the work as well. I do know that when we are doing rituals and spiritual work, we sense other energies, we sense other things that holds the energy of the soul or the physical body. And so we're sensing that here as well. The same that I was sensing, it's here very potent. It shows clearly, okay? But what also shows is that he's someone, your Gemini is someone that is very gentle with his words, and also with his expression to the people that he cares and loves, whether it's you or his family. And he wants to keep the peace between both of you, is what I hear. He wants to have you and him together follow through. And mainly with his loved one here, he wants to bring him along because he does not want to leave him and abandon him to the torment that they both been living together previous and here in the physical, and now still in the spiritual soul, still being tormented. So we do see that, okay? The torment that we see in their life, it is because of their contract of their souls, of their bondage in the ancestry, but also because of the bondage that other people have made in their lives, the women that they've been interacted with in the physical form, here in the physical life and in their past, the unfairness that it was in their lives, okay? And those were contracts with women that they were either married or lived with here in the physical life and also in previous life. We definitely see what happened there in their bondage. We do see that there was another person that suffered the same consequence as these two did, okay? Your loved one, his loved one, and one of their loved ones as well, another man, okay? We definitely see that. They went through the same experience. Now, you'll know and you'll let me know if that's the case. If, and I have to say this clearly, if it has not happened in the previous with someone of theirs in the same path here in the physical life, we do see someone experiencing in having the same path as them here in the physical life still, okay? If it has not happened, it will happen, okay? Unfortunately, that's what I see. So the karma will continue, the punishment will continue, the ancestry is not broken. That's a whole different scenario that I'm not going to bargain with at this time. I'm only bargaining his soul, his freedom from this path, and his freedom to enlighten his life, to be in a higher standard, to be where he wants to be emotionally, physically, mentally, in all counts, okay? For finally him detached from this karmic issues that there is, okay? That's my goal here for him. I feel that they are right now in saying, okay, I do this and you do this. I give this and you give this. I take this and I take this. So they're in alignment with what they're trying to give up and not give up, take and not take. It's almost like they're balancing each other. They're both in in a scale, let's say, and they're each other saying, okay, they have the little rocks, and they're saying, okay, I love you, one rock. I love you, one rock. uh, I want to move further in the next life with you, one rock. I want to move further in the next life with you, one rock. uh, I because I hear literally them doing this. And so, and then they are saying, um, uh, are you willing to let go such, and they put the rock in there. And then the other one is holding the other rock and is holding it but not putting it in the scale. And so whatever it is that they're not willing to let go, that the other person, the other soul mentioned, is the rock is still holding in the hand and it's not in the scale, so they're in balance. Okay. And let's say that that could be one of the holdup. So depending what the other one does not want to give up, that is holding. So right now, what I feel is that they have this where they're saying, why don't you want to move forward with me? Why can't you trust in me and know that we're going to be in a better place, in a better life? And, you know, one has more experience in lives than other. Okay, could be the uncle. Um, and because of his experience, he's afraid to take that leap in faith. But also, he's afraid that he moves on with the person he loves and is there for him and is helping him. And he's also afraid that this will come between him as it did in the physical life. Okay? It's very clear here. I have to say it is. Okay, yes. So, the white light is very difficult to pass through theirs right now, I have to say. Yeah, he's too afraid to take risk. When he says no, he retrieves. When he puts a line to move a foot to step forward, he retrieves. And he is like saying, like, oh my God, uncle or father, whatever it is, he's saying, I have your back. Trust me. Like his hands are standing out and he's putting his hands, says, trust me. We're going to be okay. Trust me. We're not going to go through this again. Let me see. Yeah. He's tired. And he feels like he has had the wisdom to analyze the situation in his life. And this is why, because he's known my energy longer than this one. He's known longer what we have succeeded and what we're willing to do for him. So, and he has not. And so, he's more knowledgeable of the spiritual realm now than before, and not this one. And so he's more confident that this is successful. He very much so, he's saying. So I guess I feel like I need to go in a different direction now that we see this. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. And so he's afraid that his light will move further to where away from him and not be where it needs to be. And yet he's still going to be in a dark, and he's going to be in a dark, in a different darkness, different shadows, yet in the negative energy, but not together. So he's trying to convince them to stay where they are, and say, at least we're together suffering continuously. But if you go and follow, you don't know where you're going to end up, and you don't know if it's going to be with me or with her or with anybody. And yet you're still going to be in the same predicament, in the same shadow, in the same darkness, and the same pain. This is what this is trying to convince. Okay. And they're still in that contract of energy with each other that it is just in a drastic, hurtful way. Okay, thank you. So now I'm going to say this. Yeah, but I do have to say that we do see his point. I do see his point, and as I tell you, I'm letting the energy know. But I'm also seeing the Gemini's point of view, so I see that, and I'm letting them know. I know you asked me. Let me see. Move on with it. Once everything is complete, I will say this: the female that you asked me, she will not be bothering the energy of your Gemini, okay? Because she's going to be working on her personal situations, because we have done a revoke gesture, and I call it gesture because it's just to poke the person energy, to let them know where they stand if they continue, okay? And I have to say, sometimes those gestures can be very, very detrimental to their energy, whatever it is that they're going through, okay? So that person is going to go through personal experiences in their physical life that they will be too inclined to be in their physical life more than the spiritual, and less worry about this other person's energy, okay? Also because that other person is going to find love with somebody else, and therefore she's going to be busy doing what she used to do to this one, to the other person, okay? Everything works with energy, believe me. Well, of course, you know. You know, on number 12, you asked me that question. I feel like you had before. When we do something out of our own goodness, out of our own hearts, for the well-being of others, including ours, there's no hindering energy in that phase. It's only to enlighten them to do the right cause for their energy. If no one helps this energy to get out of that torment, then they will continue in this drastic way forever, life after life. Sometimes worse in a different life. It might even be worse than his next life if it weren't for you, you know. And if you do not continue to do what's right for him, then you're not gonna find yourself with the contract that you want or seek from him, which he also seeks to be in a unity with you in a forever, okay? To be married to you, okay? So if you're not helping, this is not going to happen. It is what it is. It's not going to happen because he will come back again in the next life with the same, if not worse, pain or less, but it will still be similar pain. And he will still go through a different cycle of what he went through here in the physical life as he did in the past lives. And you will come around his life eventually as you did now, but you will not have that contract because he's still in that dark energy. Or if you have this contract, he will be in the dark energy, and then this will be dreadful to you and him. It could be, and I'm giving you the worst scenarios. It could happen that you end up marrying and both dead. It could happen by suicidal. I feel like you asked me that. It is by suicidal. This is a suicidal energy, a torment energy, okay? That would dwell into karmic energies back and forth, however way it fits, whether it's with you or anybody else. So without your help, and we saw the devil here, with these two energies came in, without your help, he will have no hope for survival of his soul, period. His soul will still be locked in the dark, and will not be able to move into the light, which it is, and where is, I saw it here, which it is what we've been working on, okay? And it is in the position where it needs to be. It is how it's supposed to be, to let me know that we are in the right path to help the person, among the other cards. But I have to make that clear, okay? So number 13, of course, we discussed what he's been going through already, back and forth with the other soul. Number 16, it's an energy that is also attached to this sibling that he's attached to. And number 16, I felt that when I read it, I felt that I saw that yesterday, without even reading the emails or nothing, without even reading your questions. As I asked you to send the questions, that number 16 came to my conscious awareness. And so those are one of the things that we've been concerned about. And so therefore, when we detach, we are going to have to detach this energy. And again, we're letting go this ancestral. We're breaking, okay? We're breaking that energy, because this energy sits with negative energies, with negative souls, with negative spirits, okay? And it's attached with his, as you saw it earlier, it's attached with his, okay? And so we are going to do that attachment, okay? We're going to break loose, no matter what happens, that energy, okay? We're going to break it loose. He's going to walk away sad and disappointed because he could not bring the person that he cares, which is that other soul, okay? Or whoever lands on his circle of light, okay? For now, is that person. But I feel that there's another man energy here that is floating with me right now. I don't know who's that man is. There's another man energy here. And so, and he's going to walk out away for a temporary distance in pain and suffering, but then he pulls through because he's going to see less negative energy. He's going to start feeling his light move more swiftly because it's not moving in that pattern. The light shifts and moves side to side, up and down as a shift energy, right? And then when it has no care, it goes like a comet. Look at the stars. Look at the comets, you know, when they're in the season and stuff, and the shooting stars and whatnot. You know, imagine that as a soul, okay? Standing still or moving just feels like the breeze, you know? So this is where we're going to get him into that energy, okay? And for now, his goal is to learn as much as he can and come with all those lessons forward, and get out of that rut that he's been in. It's been very, very hard for them both, I have to say, but also for me, the person that's working. Besides the point, he knows that his goal is to be with the person that he loves and continue to cherish that, okay? I feel that you asked that too, but that is where he's heading. And listen, I'm letting you know, because as I say this, it goes, the energy also flows to them, so they are aware what my actions are going to be. They are aware of what the consequences are going to be and the effect is going to be of what I do. And so it's making it clear. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not hiding it. I'm letting them know clearly what's going to take place. And if they want to move forward, then let them take that faith to experience what they're not used to feeling, which is freedom of their souls, because they've been shackled and trapped for centuries, and not being able to be successful in anything or start anything new. Even if they start something new, it gets taken back, okay? Yeah, they haven't been successful. They have success monetarily, I feel, but not spiritually, okay? Very clear here. Not spiritually. He's tired. He's hurt, but he's not giving up on his uncle. He really is not. He's not giving up. He's tired. He's ready to let go, but it holds him back. And he's just not giving up yet. Not ready to let him go yet. Okay. Do I want to see the sun? Yes. He wants to see the healing, the spirits, the growth within themselves. Okay. So for now, they're still holding. It's clear here with these two. They're still holding. They're still struggling back and forth. And one says, okay, I'm done. I need to move forward. If not, they will be trapped. And I keep saying there's a limit of time to do these things. If not, they will be trapped. There will be no solution to their souls. Okay. I will say that, yeah. Okay, let me do something else. on 17, if we will know this eventually at the end when we're done. If his other person comes in, then we do see success. Okay, we do see either way. We don't know exactly the terms of the end of the contract, of the soul contract that they have, the end of it yet, until we're done with the whole work. But we do see that however way it happens, we do see success. We do see happy ending, family and or in relationship. And I feel that more so it goes on your side. And we do see that nurturing energy again, coming forth, moving forth, and finding ways to contact and be around. Okay. We definitely see that. Okay. As I'm going through the questions. Number 19, once all the rituals are done, in your life, we're going to have to see a particular reading just for that one when everything has been completed. I have to say, because I can tell you one thing, but then because the rituals are not complete, the energy will shift during that time as well. I do know that there's a cycle that is coming, that is changing for you as of now in July into August. In this 2 months, we have a shift of energy, and it's very important that we continue what we're doing and finish it up within this month. No more than 1 month period. Okay, to use that energy to capture what we need to capture. We can do rituals at any given time, at any given day, at any given month, but in certain time there's a manifestation of energies that we have to take advantage of, and to put anything that needs to happen for ourselves in the ever after. Okay, in July all the way to the first week of August, there's this phase of energy. Pay attention what happens in this month, that it's going to take us to the next 15-20 years cycle. But not only that, it will recycle to the next 2300 years. Okay, I should do a video for that, and I remind myself later. I gotta write it down. But it's very critical because it's opening the line for our ancestry, our lines, and it's a number of situations that takes place. But okay, let's move on. Yes, number 20 is that it's going to happen what you're supposed to be in place with him. No matter what happens, we'll definitely have that contract between you and him. Okay, whether his family follows or not, he is going to accomplish what he wants with you. Okay. I will ask number 20 at the end when we're done. Okay, 21 I mean. The ritual I did for you, the last one, for you personally, on 22, number 22, you're asking me the last one. That ritual in itself, you have to first stop thinking about that for the energy to feel free and to start growing within that energy to manifest. Okay, because it was a lot asked in that ritual, a lot petition into it. You have to say, okay, thank you to the universe, and that's it. Don't think about the ritual, of the process of the ritual or anything like that. Just let it sit. It has to sit and flow with the energy, flow with your energy, flow with the universe, and then it, without even expecting, it will start showing some improvement of what you're asked. Because it was a lot, some of those things can literally start already manifesting, or it might even take 5 years to manifest all completely. I don't think it will that much, but the reason why I say that, it is because of the energies that are playing out right now. But remember, we talked about whatever we put in play, especially this month, will be played out for our next cycles prominently in this life in the next 15 years, but more so in the next 2300 years. We have planets that have not been touched together in hundreds and hundreds of years that are coming together, aligning in these from the last week of June, if I'm not mistaken, all the way into August of this year. So anything that anyone can do in this time frame, go ahead and do it, because it's going to multiply it and come in a condensed moment of where you least expect it, but have that growth. Because of you, we do see that there is a prosperity level coming into you, and we do see that there will be a shift and change. It might even be in work-wise, including for you, my client. But also we do see new people coming into your circle, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so this is what I would say. Expect the unexpected, because it is happening for you, but also there's going to be a new chapter expanding into your life, whether it's romantic and or whether it's family. I do know that family is going to go through a phase. Okay, I know that this reading is not necessarily about you, it is about the other souls, but I'm letting you know now that there will be a shift within your family. Okay, an expansion of family, but also loss of family we see here. Okay, abandoning a family. That feels to me, there's someone in your circle. You might have to be cautious of someone in your circle, or just keep an eye on your personals, loss of personal items, material items, within your circle. Okay, or a loved one. Okay, that's what I see in that scenario. Okay, so now okay, thank you. Let's see. What was that question that I said I was going to leave it for the end? Let me go back. Yeah, number 17 also falls under, at the end of, when we're done all the rituals, we're going to have to come back and see these, okay? For now, it's a positive on those questions, but I have to see at the very end where his energy stands. Okay. Okay, number 21 is what it was. Okay. Okay, there we go. Number 21. Yeah, beautiful. And then, so as I was asking, this is the card that came to me, and here it is. Is there anything he wants to tell you? Okay, so yes, continue to stay strong is what he say. Listen to the signs, okay, because he's trying to communicate to you in a very soft level, I feel right now, with the energy that is in his path. Okay, stay strong, hold in there, stay strong. I know you have to fight some demons, he says. I know you have to fight some demons, baby, he says. I know I'm not a hurt shortcake. I'm not a shortcake, babe. I know you have to fight some demons for me. I know, but stay strong, because you got that in you. He's saying, you can hold. I don't know where he's getting. You can hold a giant. So I'm not sure, something about that in the life. And so he knows that you're looking to the future. You're looking to expand. You're looking for other things physically and spiritually. So he's letting you know to hold on, because he's going to continue to find ways to hold in there and to message you, to find a way to communicate. He does try, but I feel that his energy is very light on that right now. Okay. And he says that there's something new that is coming into your life. I'm not sure if you have to maybe later on replace a car, or someone is buying a new car, or already did. But also, this also has an expansion for the material gains as well. But he's letting you know that your family is expanding soon, that there will be growth within yourselves. And he knows that this is all a very slow paced energy that we're floating through, yours and his, and anything that is around your life and his spiritual life as well. But there will be a speed of that energy. Okay. And I'm pretty sure he's talking about at the end of July, because of everything that's going on. Also, what he wants me to tell you is to concentrate on this only, to focus on these two only. Picture them in your thoughts and minds. This is two people growing together, because that's what he wanted to do with you. He wanted to grow old with you. He goes, baby, I will change your diapers if you need me to, kind of thing. And he goes, we are together spiritually and physically. I told you that in the living, and I will continue to feel that in any way possible. So he's still promising in marriage and family and union with you. He's still promising what he promised you in the physical life is what he's saying. I will promise to cherish you, to love you, and to care for you. Okay? I will promise that we're going to have a family. I will promise to be there with you. And I'm doing my best to continue doing that. So he's saying that he's doing his best right now. And I feel that because you've been asking him, baby, talk to me. Baby, I want to feel you. Baby, I can't feel you. And you cry. So he's letting me know right now. Please know that I have continued to motivate you and to find a way to communicate. Okay? He has found a way, but it is not as strong as it's supposed to be. Okay? And of course, it's not going to be, because there's a lot that he has to work within himself, and also because he has other energies, but also he is not in the proper light. So therefore, you're not going to feel him as you did at first. As you did at first, it was an energy of his that he was in such a detrimental stage that he was more earthly bound than spiritual bound. And that's why his presence was so vibrant in you. So now that he's processing differently, you're feeling it differently, okay? But no matter what happens, he's letting you know, do not give up, hold on, continue the fight, and that he will find somehow to let you know in a more clear way that he is around you, okay? But the goal here is to remember this, okay? Remember this. This is what you and I are. It's what he's saying, not me. And so he keeps taking me back to these right here, okay? One generation after another, it is you and him. One generation after another, okay? It's what he's saying, and I love that. I love to finish a reading in a positive note, but not just that, but on the actual facts of what the energies are stating. And the fact that they came out, especially the way they were perceived and the way he wants you to see it, the way he wants you to continue to preserve this love that you two have, and that whatever happens, he's still holding on to that. And he's just saying, no, baby, I'm not going nowhere, is what he's saying. I'm not going nowhere. I mean, he's literally like singing it kind of way, like, I'm not going nowhere, baby, is what he's saying. You made the contract, you made the bond, and so we're stuck. But he's saying it in a way that is very uplifting, very nurturing for me, okay? I feel joy in my heart, and I know I want to cry. I feel that you are, but it's also his energy that is floating, and that he's letting me know that so right now I feel like a big tall man, like he doesn't walk straight up. I feel like he works a little bit tilted, and with the big old arms, and he just constant wants to just like grab me and hold me, so it's almost like he's sending that to you. He's like come here, baby, like come here, baby, come here, it's gonna be all right, okay? So take that in with you. And we're going to close it with that. Thank you to the universe. Thank you to you. Thank you. Move forward to the love. Okay. So I was closing the energy, but he literally said to me, on her birthday, there's something on your birthday that is happening, okay? Keep an eye on the stars. Maybe take a glass of wine, sit outside, and enjoy the stars somewhere. But there's something that he's going to try to fulfill for you on or around your birthday, and in other words, he did not want me to close the energies without letting you know my baby's birthday is coming up, and I want her to know that I know, and that I will do my very best to make something that you have asked forthcoming. Okay? I just got chills all over my body. And that is beautiful. Amen. Thank you to the gods and to the heavens. All right. I wish you love and light to you, and may prosperity come and surrender you, and dwell upon you the light of our universe and our Lord Jesus Christ. May you be healed emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially. May our path be clear, and may we grow into prosperity of our own physical and spiritual light. Amen. And of course, happy birthday to you, my client, for he reminded me again. Love and light. Thank you.